Based on Philippa Gregory's book by the same name, The Other Boleyn Girl is a story of seduction, betrayal, and tainted glory among two sisters. In the story, Anne and Mary ruthlessly vie for the king's affections in hopes of obtaining a higher standing for the Boleyn family.
People do say to me that they find the story of the Boleyn girls very inspiring in terms of how to be a modern woman.
I mean, we so demonize women in power. It's so easy to call them names and criticize them for having power, for making changes, for being strong, and you know, it's interesting that that sort of taboo is still in place.
And who are you?
Marry, Your Grace.
The other Boleyn girl?
Yes.
Originally, Mary was the king's favorite, eventually becoming his mistress. Competition comes along when the adventure and intrigue of court life drives Anne to also set her sights on the king.
The film really is about ambition, greed, power, rivalry.
And therefore born to be rivals. I could give you the son you desire.
Thus, what began as a method to help the Boleyn family suddenly becomes a ruthless sibling rivalry threatening to tear the family apart.
Well, I'll try to remind myself of that while I'm in exile.
In the end, Anne must turn to her sister, ultimately finding the heartwarming unconditional love in a sisterhood that once warranted bitter rivalry.
I found it to be very inspirational working with her, just to see how she found her way through a scene and that she could go again and again and again and still generate the same tension and emotion.
You're my only hope. My life depends on it.
Why are you here for her?
Because she's my sister and therefore one half of me.
This is Jean Bai for Daily Bruin TV.